paradise won't change your mind. Can't shape the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice.
So I have a strategy for you.
Oh shit, yes. I'm sorry, I just found my happy hammer.
Your happy hammer?
If I can pick the bastard up, there we go.
Yeah, happy hammer.
So I have a strategy for you, Chris. Get as much orc blood on you as you possibly can. Therefore, you will be red, and you will move faster. It'll probably work. Oh wait.
But then
I thought the orcs were going to come through the door.
No, we are holding them off while the Inquisitor opens up the door for us.
So we do all the work while the Inquisitor farts around at a console? Really?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he does. He fucks around at consoles and, does things.
This kind of sounds like he's trying to like, desperately.
He is, but...
I am not allowing him to.
He's stuttering on it.
Chris keeps hitting him in the stomach, so he's like, oh, oh,
whoa, whoa, whoa! I think Fury.
Shit.
Oh shit, Fury! Fury! Get mad!
I am trying. There we go.
Get matter!
Get matter, then get antimatter. Put them together in an orc's face, and then watch him die.
Well, that's what the plasma pistol's for.
Oh, right.
Yep. So, wait, would antimatter work on the Hulk? Is that like his one weakness? That's how you turn him back into Bruce Banner? You make him antimatter?
That's true. I think it actually would work on the Hulk, because if you put matter and antimatter together, you just get this unknowingly huge explosion of meh.
You get the incorrigible sulk.
Yes. Sulk sad!
Oh, that's canon.
Really?
So, okay, so Marvel has the Marvel and DC have lately, every summer, there's some big status quo changing event. It's like, oh, it's summer, we need a status quo changing event, and it's resulting in event fatigue.
Yeah, because like 2 or 3 years ago it was Civil War. And then
Civil War was a while ago. Right now, or in the current year.
It was Civil War a while ago, and then it was Secret Wars, and then they said, you know what we did real well? Civil War. Let's do another one.
Except for they're ruining characters right now for that. But I'll get back to that in a second. Like 2 summers ago, they did Axis, AXIS. It was this big event that basically got kicked off by the X-Men being dumbasses, as most of the events do.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Specifically, Red Skull grafted the telepathic part of Xavier's brain to his brain and gained world-spanning telepath. Don't.
Gross.
I see the look on your face. Don't think about it too hard.
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
Stop thinking.
Why did they do that?
Because he's the Red Skull.
That doesn't explain how or why.
Science.
Science doesn't work that way. In fact, I think there are scientists now who just stood up from their desks and went to themselves, fuck it, I quit. And they don't know why. Because that comic got written that way.
That's true. But anyways,
what the hell?
So what happened is, like, a whole bunch of bullshit happened, as it's a big crossover event.
Because that's the only story that people can write for the X-Men now.
Well, it was a Marvel, like all of Marvel event.
Right, but someone said, no, we've got to start this with the X-Men, because it has to start with bullshit, and the X-Men are the only vehicle we have now.
He had world-spanning... so the lead into Axis was World War Hate, is what it was called, where...
What about World War 7?
Well, that already happened long ago. The Spanish won it. But Red Skull used his newfound telepathic powers to broadcast his absolute hatred and bigotry and Nazism in everyone.
Did he create radio Nazis? Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Basically, he was causing everyone to hate everything so much that everyone was attacking everything.
So everyone was a Nazi, and everyone perceived everybody else as not a Nazi, therefore everyone needed everyone else to die.
Right.
Okay.
So,
how are we gonna get out of this one, old chum?
they got out of this one by Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange were casting a spell. Oh, and by the way, he turned into Red Onslaught because they had to bring Onslaught back, of course.
Who turned into Onslaught?
Red Skull turned into Red Onslaught.
But Onslaught was Magneto, wasn't he?
No, Onslaught was the dark part of Xavier's brain that merged with the Magneto personality when he mind wiped
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, comic books.
No, I remember that. He's red because, never mind his costume design from his first appearance, which had him totally red.
No.
He's red now.
Because he's merged with
he's got
Red
a skull on him.
Yeah, because he's merged with Red Skull. But anyway, so they did that to stop him, but part of what happened is at the epicenter of the blast, if you weren't certain, like, basically at the epicenter of the blast, your morality, your position on the morality axis got flipped. So supervillains temporarily became good guys, and heroes became bad guys, and that was the kind of the event. So we ended up with
dodge when I tell you to dodge.
But the heroes still thought they were heroes, but they just, their morality compass got all screwed up.
Really? This sounds like the world's worst fan fiction.
It was pretty bad, but what happened is that Hulk.
Oh,
yeah. Hulk
so close.
Ended up.
I'm actually tense watching this.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I'm not watching it. I'm just trying to explain this. It's just so.
Yeah, so Hulk became Sulk.
Hulk. What happened with the Hulk brain is that instead of getting stronger when he got madder, he just got depressed and became more like. The more depressed he was, like, the harder it was to pull him out of the depression or something. It was like, it made no sense.
We need him to lift the tank. Somebody put on Depeche Mode.
But
oh, nothing matters.
But the result was, okay, so Sam Wilson was Captain America at the time.
Okay.
And it resulted him into turning into a super fascist. Like, the ends always justify the means style Captain America is what he became.
So he went from superhero to douchebag.
Effectively, but so did most of the Avengers. This was Iron Man was there, and his thing got changed. So he released a new version of the Extremists.
Well, that became canon in the comic books then.
Extremists has been canon in the comic books for a while.
When was that? I thought that was only an Ultimates thing, which is why it ended up in the cinematic universe.
No, Extremists predated Ultimates.
Oh, well then never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it was a graphic novel that then became canon.
Oh, well then never mind.
But no, so he released a new version of the Extremist, which you could download as a phone app or something.
Shit, yeah, that sounds awesome.
Well, here's the thing. You got it for free for the first 30 days.
Oh, you bastard, Tony Stark.
And then after that, it reverted you to whatever you were before you applied the Extremist program, and you had to pay some ridiculous weekly subscription.
Oh, shit!
To keep it going. So
what is this, a Korean MMO? Come on!
So he became... so for a while he was the superior Iron Man or something like that. He was just like a total D-bag. Yeah.
You can say douchebag on this channel.
No, because he doesn't deserve to be...
He doesn't deserve to do whatever that
He doesn't deserve to get the full word. It's just because it's not Tony's fault.
It's the writers.
It's the writers. I mean, it was ridiculous. Thankfully, the cosmic level heroes they didn't have to deal with any of this shit.
Oh, so the Silver Surfer doesn't become the tarnished Silver
Well,
Surfer?
they haven't published Fantastic Four comics in a while, so.
Well, oh, that's right. He's kind of
to
firmly
spite
entangled with the
to
Fantastic
spite
Four.
Fox, they have been publishing Fantastic Four. So yeah, but no, like Captain Marvel wasn't dealing with it because she was out chilling with the Guardians of the Galaxy at the time. Venom didn't have to deal with it because he was out, he was chilling with the Guardians of the Galaxy as well. Kitty Pryde didn't deal with it because she was engaged to Star-Lord.
When did that happen?
I don't freaking remember. She showed up. It clearly happened in one of the X-Men books. But she shows up in Guardians of the Galaxy, and she's already engaged to Star-Lord, and I'm like, wait, what? What did this? Okay.
You can just picture the writer just going, I shipped that so hard.
And then you had, Nova wasn't dealing with it, because, with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Basically,
Nova.
If you were a cosmic hero, you weren't dealing with it because you were out dealing with other stuff.
I'd like to pause a minute here and just... That was awesome, Chris. We finally got through that horrible, horrible onslaught of
Redunculous
We just had
bullshit.
to not point out anything that was happening.
Yeah, we just had to... If we were paying attention, we were actively drawing orcs to you, and so we just had to kind of space out and talk about comics for a little while.
It's true.
So let's keep going.
But yeah, I mean, that's Axis was dumb, and now they're doing Civil War 2, which is completely ruining the Carol Danvers character. Like,
Oh no! Come on!
Yeah.
Carol Danvers was cool. Why
No,
are they
they're
doing
totally.
that?
She has gone full on. Okay, so you know how one of the problems that people have with Batman in the Batman v Superman is his. If there's even a 1% chance that he's bad, we need to take it as an absolute bullshit thing.
Yeah, that sounds...
They have applied that to Carol Danvers because a new, it's either a mutant or an Inhuman has shown up who is basically can minority report stuff.
Oh, fun.
So
without having to dunk 3 twin or triplets in water,
right
to power his computer.
Yeah, it's just him, and he can do it. So the Civil War now, the Civil War 2's thing is Tony and his side against Carol and her side. Carol's side is all for precognitive crimes should be acted upon. Whereas Tony is like, that kind of disrupts the whole free will thing. But
Also, the crime hasn't happened yet, so what are you punishing?
right, but it's
Someone who has the potential to do crime?
It completely undermines the Captain Marvel character, who has argued against this very thing before.
So this is a case of the writers not knowing what the hell they're doing,
Right.
I think.
Like, her whole solo book that occurred before Secret Wars happened and they kind of renumbered everything, was kind of about that sort of thing.
Oh, it's so dumb.
Yeah. And they keep having her double down on it. Even though it's like, yeah, it is conflict for the sake of conflict is what they're writing, and it's horrible.
I hate it when that happens.
Right.
That
But it
makes
is-
for such a dumb story.
There's a service skull over there.
Oh, what?
Behind the... Yep, there it is.
I totally heard there's a service school over there.
Oh yeah, there was a service skull over there. It's where you can get your skull serviced.
Yeah. My armor needs its oil changed.
Oh good.
Fill it up with Mobile One, please. Not sponsored. Mobile One, please contact us if you want us to sponsor you.
We are perfectly willing to be sponsored by you.
Yes, thank you. Because we have nothing to do with cars.
Exactly. That's why we're the best. That's why we're the best for
Yet, completely objective reviews from people who have nothing to do with cars or driving.
Exactly.
In any capacity.
But it has resulted in,
Railing kill!
Kamala Khan has completely lost faith in Captain Marvel. And remember from our previous discussions of like, the only reason Kamala Khan is a superhero is because she idolizes Carol Danvers so much.
Okay, what I think needs to happen to actually resolve the real conflict in this Civil War II bullshit is for Loki to show up and tell everyone, hey guys, the real conflict isn't between Carol Danvers and the precognitive folks and the people who are all like, but the crime hasn't happened yet, what are you punishing? The real conflict is with the goddamn writers.
No, you see,
here's how you find them and beat them upside the head and neck so they stop writing these stupid asinine stories and get better conflict.
Here's what they do. They just, at the end of it, they just reveal it was secretly a Skrull. I mean, that if
I'm the secret Skrull.
Secret Wars.
Oh, goody. I have to face turrets that are not set to orc. They're set to are you moving?
Ooh.
What?
The defense turrets in here are set to shooting anything that moves.
Great.
Not just orcs.
Which means you just blow up the turrets.
True.
You tiptoe around.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Tiptoe through the turrets. Get out of my head, Charles. I mean, Red Skull. I mean, whoever the fuck you are. Oh
Red
no!
Onslaught.
I don't think it's shooting anything that moves. I think it's shooting anything it sees.
Yep.
You were standing totally still, and it was just raining fire.
I don't think your plot. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You know, I think hand-waving away the events of Civil War and the complete and utter character assassination that has occurred to Carol Danvers in this storyline, I don't think it's good enough for them to just waste the life of a Skrull on this bullshit. I think this can only be solved by the world's worst plot contrivance and just reveal that Carol Danvers wakes up from this nightmare and realizes that she was in a really shitty comic book. That's how you resolve it all. And all the characters that they're using this event to get rid of end up having been figments of her imagination this entire time.
Yeah, maybe. I think you got that one.
Because events like these are always done to just cull the list of characters that people need to worry about when writing or drawing, and get rid of the unpopular, non-money-making characters to make room for people who they want to focus on.
And yet, in Secret Wars, they killed off Reed Richards. Oh.
Well, Reed Richards is a dick.
That's true.
I mean, there's a whole TV tropes page titled that. So
that's because he is a dick. All right.
Before I go in here,
what are you gonna do?
I'm going to make sure there's no turrets.
I'm gonna spaz out.
Yeah, what the?
Ooh, that was a solid wall of blue there.
That is. I like it. Good job.
I need to vibrate my hammer violently behind me just because.
Oh look, there's a thing.
I'm mixing my protein drink. There's a.
Yeah.
Great.
We'll need to take care of that.
That's charming.
What? Yeah.
Okay,
it's
good. I
got
can't
rockets.
actually hit it. I was more talking about it's behind potential cover.
Yep. That means it automatically gets a.
You're trying to
5-up
shoot
save.
through the
5-up
invisible wall.
invulnerable. There you go.
It's a 5-up cover.
Yeah, which are basically invulnerables. So you always get your cover save.
Unless something specifically ignores cover.
True, but Chris, do you specifically ignore cover?
If I aim correctly.
Well, then it doesn't have cover.
It could have cover. You're just aiming in between it and other cover and the holes in it. Shut up.
You're really good at reaching for that.
When you're playing
But you know what?
a game with rules lawyers, you kind of have to.
You know what? The Man Emperor appreciates your efforts.
Yeah, because I'm trying to help out his man marines or something.
Spaceman Marines?
Yes, space man marines.
Ah.
And their trusty mounts, space marines.
Okay, so there are 3 possible doors to go through.
You have to go through all of them.
I think you need to go through the one with the green light.
There are 3 with green lights.
You have to go through all of them at once.
There is 1.
There are 3 green lights.
You must
2.
That's the one you came through.
There are 3 lights.
That's the one I came through.
Oh.
So 1, 2.
That's a red light.
Oh, that is a red light. I'm going to go over here first.
Okay, so you don't need to trilocate. You just need to bilocate.
Yes. So
buy locate at Walmart
I live
for
it out
$2.99.
like I'll never die. I lose my